on Zooming. I mean, Zoom with the homies work all day.
Absolutely. Everyone, welcome to another episode of Whiskey Sour Libations and Conversations. I'm your host, Dominique Lovings, and today we have two very special guests here joining us. This young lady is no stranger to the show. You guys have seen her across all platforms from All Def Kev on Stage Studios. She's booked several commercials. I'm trying to be like her when I grow up and get my life together, because your girl just got laid off. Everyone, welcome back to the show.
Hey, you got laid. You got laid.
Yes, yes.
Hey. I thought Donald was going to say something smart there.
I will.
Look. And then this nice, handsome young fella is new to the show. I met him several years ago in a bar. And we just hit it off. And he's also a writer.
Hold on. No, finish the introduction.
It's over now.
Okay, cool.
Everyone, because you messed it
First
up.
off, Keysha's introduction was so money. You do not start with her. You've seen Keysha on this. She's on this tour. She got this movie. She got this show. And I met Donald at a bar.
Donald, did I not meet you at a bar? And then I was about to say, and I literally was saying what you was doing with your life, and then you interrupted me. So this is what you get. This is what happens when you don't allow me to finish the statement. We supposed to be friends, pretty good friends. I was like literally hyping you up, and you just let it fall.
I did because I thought maybe I'm trying to hype Keysha up. Why you trying to hype me up? And you should say the best for last. Hey, see how I saved it?
Welcome, Donald. Hey, Keysha.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this is
the point in my life. I'm going to have a successful intro.
No, not today. So I got a question. Because this is Whiskey Sour, should I have an adult beverage?
You should. But see, I didn't time this right, like Keysha did not as she's eating. Keysha be eating. That was your name to be.
Keysha
be eating.
That's what the E for.
Yeah, I'm like, because but I got my wisdom teeth out. And so I'm still dealing with the aftermath of that. And I had just brushed my teeth and used the medicated mouthwash.
Yeah.
So I can't drink for 30 minutes. Drink or eat for 30 minutes. So,
damn.
It's been a struggle. This has been almost 3 week struggle with my wisdom teeth being taken out. So,
would they take it out piece by piece? What the fuck?
Well, actually, that's it. That's what happened because this one was impacted, and I thought these hoes was gonna put me to sleep, y'all.
I thought they put you to sleep. They put me to sleep in some mouth.
Keysha,
was yours up out your gums though?
The top, I think they were down a little bit, but the bottom one was impacted, so he had to go in. And mind you, he was rushing too. And then they had like this new, what do you call them? Dental assistants or whatever, like the tech people. So he was doing stuff wrong. So and I'm not a person that's afraid to go to the dentist. I don't freak out or anything. And mind you, I've had a dentist kind of smack my mouth closed as a kid when I was getting my fillings. And I still don't have an issue with the dentist. Y'all, this motherfucker put the numbing cream on my tooth and immediately injected me.
He
Like,
wait till
I said, you supposed to wait 10 minutes. I know that much from my other day.
Ask me, do I feel it? Because I need more than one shot when they do mine.
Girl, they had to keep shooting me up.
So you
got that. He did the legal requirements. I'm gonna put this shit on. That sounded like my sister was very different. Somebody when she was a kid, somebody threw water on her, and my mom was like, "Well, throw water back. This is at school." And so my sister went to throw water on her, but punched her before the water even got there. So that's what your dentist did. Yeah, my sister. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta
listen.
My sister She beat up the principal's daughter in front of the principal. She beat up a couple niggas.
Okay, wait.
Yeah,
okay. I want to say this. I want to lead with this, guys. If you are watching and listening, we are a group for sure of storytellers here. And you're about to get all the stories today and get your life, because I like to say that my life is a lemony snicket, a series of unfortunate events. that turn out to kind of be iconic, great moments as you guys have experienced from my storytelling. So Donald, as you were telling us this story, I'm just trying to understand, well, what happened where your sister beat up the principal's daughter in front of the principal. She was like, not only am I about to be I'm about to be hella disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because
these
you
are all different fights too.
Because I feel like that was a warning shot to the principal, because she's like, I can get you next.
Well, I think what happened from the story I told, what I was told is like my sister, I guess the principal's daughter thought she was like better than everybody because her mama worked at the school, whatever. And I think she put hands on my sister. This is my older sister, but she's the youngest of my sisters. And she's ain't never take no shit, man. So one incident, somebody threw water on her, so she threw water back, but she punched her before the water connected. A separate incident, she
and I'm up here picturing, like, imagining these things happening.
Oh yeah, she beat up the principal's daughter in front of the principal. If the principal was so shocked, she didn't know what to do. I think this is the same sister that set the bathroom on fire.
Why was she so mad?
Okay, you beat me, because I was gonna ask, I said, what's going on? What was?
She one of the funniest people I ever met. She one of the nicest people. Some people just don't take no mess from nobody. I think she beat up my other sister. I think she stabbed a nigga. Like, I'm not making this up. Like,
also, you're not really sure. Like, I think it sounds on par. It sounds.
No, it happened. My timeline is not. Her first 2 Mother's Day, she was in jail.
I want to circle back to the fire. So for a fact that one of your sisters set
it was her. It was her. Because my older brother, like, I got an older brother, 3 older sisters. One sister was raised out here in California. We didn't really grow up with her, but the two I'm talking about, we all lived in the same house. And yeah, she definitely, like, she was the first one where she failed, but the teachers passed her just so she wouldn't come back. Yeah, it's like, we don't want you back.
That's what my chemistry teacher gave me, and my Chinese gave me a pass, an indefinite pass for lunch for that hour.
No, she passed so she would graduate and not come back to the school.
No, I graduated. I just didn't have a pass. They was like, just don't come back, go to lunch.
Yeah.
Lunches, just do whatever you gotta do, but don't come back in this class.
Yeah, what else she do? She stabbed her boyfriend. Like, she got arrested right before Mother's Day, her first 2 Mother's Day.
Wait.
Do y'all eat fish with bones? I feel like I'm not that grown. I had a scare.
Yeah, we kind of outgrew that, Keysha. We don't do that no more. It's good fish, but you ain't got to eat the bones.
Well, no, it's red snapper. I don't typically eat fish that have bones in it. I'm terrified of choking and dying.
Yeah.
I don't eat fish, so don't ask me.
Fish?
Yeah, no, I don't like fish. Never have, never will.
It's just like no fish.
Did you say I like goldfish?
I said like no fish at all.
No, I don't like salmon. I don't like any fish, anything in the ocean. I have a shellfish allergy that I developed at like 19. So yeah, I don't mess with anything in the water.
What the hell fish do to you?
It was disgusting, is what it did to me. It is not good. It's not good. It tastes like fish water. Like, it tastes like I'm eating ocean.
No, it does not.
Yes, it do.
Fried catfish? You know that fried catfish?
No, thanks.
Damn.
It all tastes like I could tell that this came out the water.
It did.
Yeah, no thanks. Okay, Donald, we're gonna take a break from your sister, because I do want to know why your sister stabbed her boyfriend.
I just know she did.
Like Keysha said, why is she so angry? What is going on? What happened? You seem like jolly, and I've met your mom before.
Y'all met my sister. Y'all met my 2 sisters at my beach birthday.
Oh,
she was here. She had the blonde dreads. I'm telling you, she's the nicest, funniest person. But don't talk crazy. Don't try her. Just some people don't want to be tried. She's one of them ones. She's never started nothing. She's never instigated none of this. Everything I'm saying.
When is your sister's birthday?
Halloween.
I knew it. I was like, dog, this sounds like crazy Scorpio behavior. And I didn't want to do that. But it just confirmed what I was thinking.
Halloween for sure. Halloween.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. This is hilarious, guys. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys here. What a hell of a intro. How is everybody? Keysha, you are no longer with us here in the city of angels.
That's all right. I was like,
Damn, I'm like, damn, she got called home to the Lord.
no, I'm up out of there.
Yeah, real quick.
Listen,
but be here every other month doing a show,
and that I don't mind. But to live, but I come back.
Do you
I got a
feel?
question, Keisha. How the hoes treating you down there?
Oh, baby.
Well, we were gonna get there.
Okay, my bad.
No, we absolutely were gonna get there. I was gonna say, how is Atlanta treating you at this moment? And then I was gonna throw it to you, Donald. But this is your show. This is your world. I'm just living in it now.
I ain't seen the homie, man. I ain't seen y'all. I haven't. The last time we were all together, I couldn't breathe from laughing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's been a while. So I missed y'all. That's all. I'm
and then I had intentions and plans to come into your birthday party, and I went to Penn's instead of Bolero. I don't know what I read, and I pulled up, and I was like, "Oh, Donald doing it real big. This shit is shut down. This is a private event." And walked up in there, ain't seen that Negro. And I was like, you know what? I'm now got an attitude, and not with you, with myself.
Yeah.
And I went home because I just was like, you know what? Keisha, you don't live here.
Yeah, get over it, my nigga. Please get over it.
Y'all don't know when I might pull up.
I don't give a shit. You always tell us I'll be there, and she always say I'll be there in 15 hours, and I'll be here for 28 hours.
You don't know when I might just decide I wasn't gonna be there, but now I am gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't.
Yeah, but you always tell us. You always give us a 12-hour notice. Hey, I'll be there tomorrow for 46 minutes. Let's go get
and then meet me here, but then never mind because that place is closed.
Right.
You know what? Never mind. Effort. I'm like, all right.
Y'all don't know Donald. I don't know where to go in LA.
Donald, the crazy part. Listen, Donald, the crazy part about all of this is
nothing about that place.
Look, Keisha's telling me where we going. I said, okay, cool. I was recording my other podcast. I'm coming. I'm pulling up afterwards. How long y'all gonna be there? Because I know you be trying to, hit this show, hit that show. So I'm trying to move quick. So then Keisha tell me to go somewhere else. I'm like, all right, cool. You gotta push the time back. Works even better for me. And then Keisha sent me a voice note. You know what? That place is closed. So I'm gonna just see you next time. Blah 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 blah. Because this is too much happening. But I'm also gonna go here and I'm gonna go there. I said, man, I gotta work in the morning. I'm trying to get on y'all level to be independently owned and operated.
Careful with
my dreams. My talent to pay me. So manifestation. Next day, it's 10:30 in the morning. I sent Keisha text messages. Well, I got laid off.
I was like, but you could have came out last night.
So that immediate response is, I should have went out last night. Then she said, you want to come to the Bahamas with me this weekend?
That's some Keisha ass shit, man.
I'm like, wait a second.
I was at this point, I was like, the schedule is wide open.
It's true. Man. She ain't wrong, but that's really some Keisha shit. Keisha be dipping.
I love it. I love it.
That's what they eat for too. It ain't Keysha E. There's Keisha everywhere. That's what they eat for. Shit.
Because I literally was like, and then I looked at my pocketbook and I was like, well, that severance ain't hit yet. But I was like, man, I should just go. And then I was like, no, I guess I should be responsible. I should have told my mama because my mama would have got me the ticket.
Yeah. How old are you?
Yeah, that threw me right there, but I was gonna let it slide. I'm in the South, so everybody calling me ma'am, and
Yeah.
I am 38 years old. I can say pocketbook. That's what my grandma used to say.
Yeah, she was a grandma.
Shut your mouth. Anyway, Donald, how are you? How are things going in your world? I know you are in school. This is.
I don't know how to talk your language. I'm good, I reckon. I don't know how to respond.
You know what?
I don't know. I'm fixing this.
Remind me never to talk to Donald ever again. Oh my God. So clearly, I wanted us all to come together because I enjoy like those moments in time that we have together, right?
Yeah.
And sure. we have so many stories, so many things that happen to us. Like I've been keeping up to date on my life. You know, you guys have really encouraged me to really step into my full self and show up as the best version of myself. So I figured the world should see us interact with each other and having you guys on this podcast.
Also, we ain't got stories, nigga. You got stories. Make no mistake about it. I'll be thinking I have stories, and then you open your mouth and tell me about this person, that person. I'm like, God damn, my life, I'm all right. I'm doing all right. You be having some shit.
Very, very true.
You be having some shit. Keysha be having some shit like Keysha's past.
Like literal, because this is where I was going. Yeah, no, well, in a literal sense, you do because of what you found in your bathroom.
Oh my God.
Don't remind me, okay?
Listen, you gotta tell the world. Because
she got to.
You gotta tell the world this story.
Not invited. You know, Fee moved out here, and I was like, I don't know if I want to let her come over, okay? Because everybody that was there that day, that whole invite list is X'd out from ever coming back to my place.
True. Like, cause Keysha, my nigga, I ain't been to Keysha's house but once since. And she made us use the guest bathroom.
So y'all, would you?
Like she had my mom and them in town. Our mamas was in town, and I couldn't even use the bathroom.
So
it only take one time.
Huh? But I understand her though, because that's fucking crazy. That is wild crazy.
Yeah.
So Keysha, please elaborate on what happened at your house when you had people over to watch Power.
Okay, I'm because you're taking me back and I'm trying to. So me being the great friend that I am, right? Mm-hmm. I was having, so actually it wasn't Power, but Power got shut down too. They thought they were gonna come back for a Power party. I said, you think because the title has changed, you niggas is coming back? I used to do Power watch parties where we would all get together and watch Power. This was actually one and done. Grand opening, grand closing to Soul Food Sundays, right? I was like, we're gonna do Soul Food Sundays at my house. You know how y'all get on me because I haven't seen Black movies. So I was like, all right, let's make this a collaborative effort. We're gonna watch a classic Black movie that I have not seen, and we're gonna eat and we're gonna commune one together, right? Mm-hmm. So I had my friends over, and we're having a great time. Okay, and this is after these niggas done broke my glass table. I just on your last and you
wait a second. So wait.
So.
And her table, this wasn't no Renaissance table. This was like a one-of-one.
Game night. So I'm saying the title changed, but the niggas, I can't. So we watched the movie. We watched it live. I gotta rewatch the movie now because afterwards I'm so drunk. I was about to be like that. We watch live. We eat. We having a great grand old time. Whatever. My friends leave. I go to use my restroom. I don't know at what point, I don't know what planet, I don't know when we started shitting on floors. I don't know why we here, but I'm instead just shit on the floor. I don't know.
That's so nasty, man.
I just cannot figure it out. I had to retrace. I was like, okay, were they squatting? And then they shifted? No, because it wouldn't be. Somebody shitted on my floor. Do you hear me? I took a picture.
She took a picture and sent
and I said, shout out to whoever shitted on my floor. Y'all can thank them for Soul Food Sundays for never coming back over my house. And then when Power came back around, niggas was texting like, oh, we doing Power parties. I was like, did y'all forget somebody shitted on my floor? Did y'all? There's no coming back from that.
If you cool with Keysha, then Keysha and shitting, it may sound unhealthy, but Keysha, she brags on the fact that she might shit.
I don't brag on it. It's just me. And my doctor said it's fine.
Basically, Keysha don't shit every day. Right?
You know what? I don't know because Keysha got like a 6-pack. So it's like, so I don't know.
Keysha told me
I have a
multiple times.
kid, so I'm trying to get the Keysha look.
And also, it's crazy because that crew of friends, we were tight. I don't know if none of us that tight to where we shitting over each other's houses.
That was my thing right there. First of all, everybody who was over lived in the valley. Everybody lived in the valley.
Yeah.
At the point in time that you got a shit, you need to just go home. You already saw the movie. I'm
right.
Seen it.
Honestly,
like you got a shit. That's when you can say, "Hey y'all, I had to get up early in the morning." Or you could really keep it all the way real. Because like you said, we a tight group right here. Hey, y'all, I got a shit. I'm gonna go ahead and go. You know what? See you later.
But here's the thing, Keysha. I don't even think like I've ever gone to the bathroom at any of my friends' houses, like ever. Unless it's like an emergency. I'm thinking of all my friends now. I've never gone number two in there. And I won't even go if I have company over. I don't even want to go then because I just don't want to even have the risk of anything else. Like last night, I accidentally passed gas in the bed.
Why you whisper?
But and it woke me up because it was loud. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Now she went to the back of the neck. You got a lot of bed stories, but continue.
You're right.
Here's the part that I really was because you tried to be considerate, although you shitted on my floor. So I don't even remember the fact that I had air freshener. I don't even think I ever bought it. Maybe when my mom or somebody came to town, because it's me. I don't need to use air freshener. I shit and I go about my business, right? The air freshener was at the front, like under my sink where all my cleaning stuff is at, because I got to go under there to clean this shit up. The air freshener is right here at the front. So I'm like, whoever you went under the sink, got some air freshener, sprayed it. You didn't think, let me get the shit up. I'ma just spray so that you don't smell it. But I'ma leave it.
So wait a second. Is this person this person had to be so inebriated where like you said,
we don't ever get that drunk at Keys. We had like honestly,
I don't even know if we had alcohol.
It was just about the movies. Like I don't think nobody was drunk.
So I'm thinking of the perspective of, like you said, how did you get there? Because like where it was, it like if you squat or maybe didn't squat close enough. Or maybe
here's the crazy part. It wasn't like on the side of the toilet where maybe you squatted and it was like in front of the toilet.
Yep.
What your balls is that your booty hole is that loose that you stood up and the shit just fell out?
Well, I hear stories about that, and that be the thing for real. Like because once you get the tip of the hot dog is obstructed, like you gotta think that helps keep it in. That's what's. And then once you obstruct it, it be look like.
What it do? Do that again. What it do?
Are frequently doing anal and dropped your balls in my bathroom. It's still fun.
They wasn't doing anything at the party. We was just sitting around watching movies.
Yeah, that's the part.
Okay, so and nobody, and this whomever this is had to spray so much because we're okay. So how was the bathroom position to like the open like your living room area? So is it like how this is behind you?
The hallway, and then the bathroom is there.
Okay, so she was down the hallway.
It's not, but it wasn't a long hallway. It's like the living room's here.
Basically, yeah. So basically, the way everybody's watching TV, the wall that the TV's on. If I'm not, that's right?
Yeah.
On the other side of that wall is the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I helped her move out.
Yeah.
I have an idea of who did it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay. So let's say
that's the cold part.
So, did you ever kind of hint at? I think you might have shitted in my bathroom, or because what is that conversation like? You know, like me, like so when I told y'all the story about the guy peeing in my bed, and like having to confront him and trying to really be like, I really think you peed in the bed.
Hey, I thought I was like, I'm never dating another cougar. She woke me up on my sleep telling me to go pee. I was like,
I really think you peed in my bed.
Because It just doesn't make sense. So I'm thinking of you're telling me that you
that's
spill water on my bed, and it's just still you spilling water on my bed doesn't make sense. Like I would think if you spill water on the bed, and it's a water bottle, it's not a cup, a big old cup with an opening, and you would have had to hop, like flop down on the bed for the water to fly out, which would have woke me up. It doesn't make sense.
Man.
You know what I mean? So, and I'm giving you the floor. I'm giving you the opportunity to tell the truth. So even this person, like you in this group chat, this person is in this group chat, and you send this little turd or big turd.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't saying word. I don't know what it means.
Did she say? Oh my God! Like, did she say anything to you? Like at least crack a joke?
I think what's really, really funny is because we all so tight, and Keysha had to pick up. We as a crew, nigga. She had to imagine each friend, and she's picking up their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all. It's like we were like. It was like 9 or
back over here and clean this up yourself.
It was like 9 or 10 of us over there, right?
Yeah, it was. I could name everybody that was over there. Yes,
it was a good watch party, and she had to go through person by person and think like, whose shit is in my hand? That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Damn, Keys.
But also knowing that probably more than half of those people did not go to the bathroom.
And this thing, I clocked who actually went to the bathroom. That's how I was able to narrow it down. Because I was like, I know who all went to the bathroom and who didn't.
Yeah. And then like everybody knows like Keysha's a very clean person. Like very not neat freak, but she's just a clean person, right? And so it's just like that's the ultimate, you don't do that to a clean person. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Keysha, let me say this. I'm sorry to cut you off, Donald. You know, sometimes people that we think are our friends are not our friends, and they are envious of us. So you'll catch them do or say little slick shit.
And they on purpose?
Yeah.
This is slick shit. This is shit.
Yeah, I mean, no, because like I remember my sister telling me a story about how someone came over, and it wasn't necessarily that this person was like a friend. They had people over. So she's like a guest of somebody, and they're like in this townhome, nice townhome, you know, downtown Phoenix, prime location. And this person is consistently spilling like food and drink on their floor. And like you said, we're not drinking, you know, or even having alcohol where you should be like silly like that.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm wondering if it was something like that where it's just like, this.
But that was right. Spill some food on the floor. Break my table. You know what I'm saying? But
they definitely broke her table. Now that was out in the open. Let me tell you something. I'm now if you see me, for y'all that don't know, if you see me sitting next to Keysha, I am significantly bigger than Keysha. And there's a few other niggas in there who are also bigger than Keysha. When that fucking table broke, the fear that came over us, like, because nobody said nothing. Like we were having game night in the
funny part. We got you off. Hold that thought. We were somebody was recording on Instagram, right? Just like, oh, and literally got the fucking table breaking and got it. When I say you could hear a fucking rat piss on cotton in there, and everybody's face was just like,
we didn't go, oh, ooh. Everybody was grabbing glass by their hand. Like,
was it shattered or was it big pieces?
Shattered.
Keysha. Was y'all playing spades on the glass table?
Shit. The game night had just
started. Like we were laughing, having a good time.
We had just got started. We didn't play a single game.
Yeah.
Like, well, now we might as well turn this into a yoga hour because I have a big old space.
Big ass heavy carpet. Two niggas, we picked up that carpet, took it outside. I don't know what it was, but niggas was scared of Keysha.
And then the glasses on the table was spilled because David was like, "Oh, Keysha ran to the bathroom."
Immediately. And Keysha, and that's the cold part about the whole shit. She gave us another chance. And somebody said it
on your floor.
Niggas don't do right by my house. And so here, one person has came to my house. Okay.
Oh, one person came to the crib. Huh? Oh,
he beat me to it because this is his show. Because I was gonna say, well, who the hell you got up over there? Because you knew the town. Everybody ain't supposed to be coming up in your house.
Everybody come up in my house. People be like, where you stay? I'm like, Decatur. West side of town.
Hilarious.
Okay, so wait. I want to go back to this table before we go back to the poop. So what happened? So, okay, did somebody tap it weird? Was it, how did the table break? No one still know. It was just like, I'm on live.
I do think it was my homegirl Sam that broke it. Yeah. And I do think Sam was a little fucked up. And she was like,
wait, Samantha?
Like, yeah, you know Samantha?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was probably fucked up.
No, she was nice.
Like, that's no shade to her at all. Like, I know her through my play brother and him. So I know her, yeah. She
no, she was nice. She was nice.
Yeah, so she's a nice person.
No, I mean on the liquor, she was nice.
And I don't know what she was doing trying to go get to the other side, but I'm like, you can't go through the table, and I don't know. And then it just
I was standing right behind her. You know how people try to prop the table, use the table to stand themselves up, and she was trying to stand herself up and just
so like
she knew, but I'm telling you, she ruled. She sobered up immediately. Everybody stopped laughing. Niggas are like, she got a broom, she got a vacuum. We're grabbing glass by our hands, like, I'll take these cuts before I take Keysha. Like, because by this point, we had all
I heard Keysha got them hands.
Not even that. We had heard those JP stories. We had JP trenches by then. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had knew these stories. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, no. Keysha get niggas shot over niggas and shit like that. Like, no,
Keysha be running. Keysha's like, run or get done up real quick. That shout out to the bangers from
her connect.
And I'm mad that I just left and I missed that part. And I was there.
You was where?
I was there the night that
you missed it.
I missed it. I had just left, literally.
I was there that night too, but I missed it.
And woke up to
it's crazy how why you ain't tell me I'd have came, man. I would love to see that. And I was like, I mean, I didn't anticipate it. I didn't plan on it. And I'm like, the fact that so many people would love to see that.
That's crazy.
Is hilarious.
That's a lot. That say a lot about that person's character or lack thereof.
Bruh, I was just trying to do a little night,
Yeah,
maybe that's the person that shit it. No. You might as well go from the stories I heard from what happened. It might as well have been her.
Oh gosh.
I mean,
y'all done been through some shit.
You said we what?
It's still really crazy to like even say that, like even thinking about that. Like every time I see that person, I just chuckle a little bit.
The amount of times whenever they post, somebody will text me to post, like,
yeah.
I just saw this on my timeline. I was like, Keysha, beat her up. I was like, so y'all ain't even paying attention to the girl. All y'all can.
And it's funny. It's weird because like
I was just thinking like this probably why Keysha beat her up.
Loyalty is like an interesting thing to me, right? Because I think of it like, because you're my friend, like you're my friend. And so I got an invite from somebody that was producing something and I really wanted to go and like support because like this friend of mine is produced this show and host it. And I just was like,
And listen, here's the thing. Somebody was like, Keysha, that sounds crazy. I was like, I didn't have no problem with the girl when I beat her up. I don't have no problem with the girl, right?
Yeah, no. It's just, listen, this is what happens when you, like, it's like Donald's sister. Don't test me. Don't play with me.
Yeah, I don't mess with nobody, but don't. But people be like, hey, I ain't going to invite this person. Or, hey, I ain't going to put this person on the show. Or, hey, I was like, I don't care.
Right.
Yeah, because sometimes we got to encounter people that we really don't give two shits about. And we don't even think about. I ain't trying to stop nobody paper.
Bullshit. You can be in the same room. You can do whatever. You just don't come back over here, man.
And you lucky owe me an apology.
I gave you multiple chances to walk. Oh, when I put on my HR voice, that is me trying to diffuse the situation so that Eastside 48205 6 Mile Red Zone.
So hold that to go back to the table. You know how she said she had her HR voice? At her house, she ain't say nothing. Anybody who grew up getting whoopings, the only thing worse than getting the whooping is when your mama didn't say nothing. The psychological warfare, the shit that's going through your head the whole day, like, boy, she about to plot a new ass. She might shoot me this time. You know what I'm saying? that's not calling Keysha our mama, but niggas was literally like, oh no, we all about to die over here in the fucking whatever Van Nuys.
They had no respect for 6535. Okay, they had.
Girl, you tried. You were definitely.
And then they want to complain when I asked them to come help me move out. I deserve y'all to help me.
Yeah.
I say, yeah, I'm going to use the bathroom first.
That's just crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Keisha low key like my sister. She don't even realize it though. Like my sister, my sister's quiet. She's funny as hell. She's cool as hell. But you just ain't gonna try her. That's just. I mean, she's older now, but even still, it's like some people just ain't going for it. They just ain't going for it. Like, all right. And she the one taught me a long time ago. Like, the more people talk, and somebody running their mouth about you, what you need to be doing is plotting on where you're gonna hit them.
Okay, so see, in my big age,
because in life there are talkers and there are doers.
Yeah. And honestly, I understand her sentiments, and I think as we get older, we think about things from the perspective of I'm too old to be fighting or whatever. But sometimes I always say, sometimes people just need their ass kicked.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. And I don't know. And I know violence doesn't solve anything, but it also lets people know to just leave me alone. I don't be doing nothing.
I'm 42. I mean, I shoot now. I will shoot you now.
I will shoot you.
I'm out of breath. Like I ain't what I used to be.
Are not the views of the Whiskey Sour podcast.
No, yeah.
Don't use those types of weapons over here. The pew pews.
I don't know what a pew pew is, but I got guns.
Yeah. I don't know, because like knowing you and us developing our friendship and our relationship and all that stuff, which I said, I love to have friends that pour back into me, and Donald is definitely one of those people. And Keysha, that is not no diss at you. Like I want you to. It's like, well,
if it was anybody else, I'd be like, but no, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, no, I screenshot your birthday message to me, and I sent it to my family, and I was like, these are the type of friends that I got out here. So
that was both of us.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It was
hilarious.
For the both of but I think about that other. So hearing you say, yeah, I got them guns. Like on the DTP album, they have a song called "You Got Them Guns." Like you be out here shooting, just spraying niggas down.
No, not at all. Like I tell people all the time, like I used to be in the military, so it's like,
oh yeah,
when you
never mind, you get a pass.
You don't want to talk no more. When you shoot, you don't want to fight no more. When you kill, you don't want to shoot no more. And when you find peace, you don't want to kill no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm at peace.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know how to walk away. And then I did like 10 years doing as security.
I just want to stop you. That sounds like a nigga you do not want to fuck with. When nigga be like,
because that's why I said okay, because you sound crazy as hell.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like you hopefully get to that point in your life where it's like you understand, like, oh, that wasn't that serious. That ain't that serious. Like, and then again, I did security at the Roosevelt for all those years. That's where I really mastered my patience, was there. And so it's like, and then again, I got an older brother. My older brother, the more I tell these stories, the more you don't think my family crazy. But he tried to shoot a nigga. So hear me out. My sister, who always, she got hands for everybody. She was getting into it with a girl. A guy jumped in, hit my sister. I'm a kid. I called my brother. He already got the guy tracked. He got the pistol. He already got the gun and everything. He walked up on the guy, but the gun jammed. So he pistol whipped him.
Oh,
he's a deacon in our church now. And he went to Christian college and all that, got a degree and everything. But what I'm saying is,
no judgment, because my pastor
he's saved now.
Oh, he saved like a mug, like, you know what I'm saying?
He's saved.
Yeah, he saved. I mean, but he was also the type, like, I remember him coming home, and I learned this from him at a young age. He got into a fight, and he came home crying. My mom was the type, I remember this, when I was 7 years old, I didn't want to fight this kid. She would not let me in the house. I'm 7, y'all. It's like 9 o'clock at night. My curfew was 3 hours ago. She's like, you ain't coming in. So I had to go whoop this kid's ass throwing over a fence just to get in the house and play with my Ninja Turtles. So this is a true story. My brother gets into a fight, and
I think that might be a level of abuse, but it's continue.
No, I'm Masterpiece now, Najee Rumba. But so my brother gets into a fight. My brother's 12 years older than me. He comes home. He's crying as he's coming up the steps. I don't know why, but I'm like, oh shit, my brother got into a fight. He crying. He lost. Let me go get my Ninja Turtles. I went and got my Ninja Turtles because I'm like, they gonna help me in the fight. His boys came home with him and said he won the fight. And even my mom was just like, well, why the hell are you crying? That's because my brother, what I realized is he got to the point of uncontrollable rage or whatever. Like he kind of like blacked out. And from that, I learned, I was like, if you can't get me to that point, it ain't worth fighting about.
I mean, I understand that it's Ohio, so I feel about to be there too. But why was everybody so upset?
So my family's from Lincoln Heights. If you don't know where Lincoln Heights is, earlier this year, when those Nazis was in Cincinnati, and them niggas pulled up with guns, that's Lincoln Heights. That's where my mom's from.
Is Lincoln Heights in every state like this that has a Lincoln Heights? Because I feel like that's Lincoln Heights out here. Lincoln Heights is like
MLK. And so that's where our church is. That's where my mom is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where my grandma, our funeral, everything. So it's like all my family outside of my mom who moved to Winton Terrace, which is not exactly, paradise, if you know. That's what that's the type of, my uncle, was declared a menace to society. But these are some of the funniest people I ever met in my life. Like, I promise you. But, police would come and get him. He had a sawed off waiting on him. You know what I'm saying? He would put it down and go with him, but these are some of the greatest people in my life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the other sister, so one sister stabbed the nigga, the other sister got stabbed. And then I joined the army because it was safer in Iraq.
Just a Monday afternoon.
Listen, Keysha, this whole time he was talking, I had a soundtrack playing in the back of my mind, and I just was like, okay, don't laugh. But I had cued of Christina Aguilera's Fighter. She's like, thanks for making me a fighter. Makes me want a little bit faster, baby.
I absolutely know that song. I'll take your word for it.
Okay. And you've been open and honest with your transparency about going to therapy and being able to let go and release and process a lot of things. So I'm happy that you did that, because I believe that there might have that piece that you might have been experiencing, you might have been masking.
No,
it was more of an avoidant behavior.
This is what's crazy. This was the truth is, if you grow up in that environment, you don't know none of that shit's traumatic.
No, you're absolutely correct.
It's like, I remember the first time I saw anybody get stabbed, and the ambulance couldn't make it. Couldn't make it to his house, so they had to carry the body.
Are you sure you don't live in Detroit?
Hold on, pipe down.
Exactly. Because when she said Ohio shit, I'm like,
back in the day, it was different than right now. Detroit right now is different, but back when we was growing up,
because all you niggas is gone.
Yeah, y'all in LA.
Nice neighborhoods. It was
every other day. I mean,
and I'm like, what is this? Parties. It's like, this party too nice. Let me swing on a chick.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Y'all having too much fun out here. That's Keysha. This party too nice. Let me swing on her. She probably ain't saying nothing.
No, I was enjoying myself. I had just ordered another drink. As a matter of fact, I never even got a chance to finish my drink.
That was your drink.
Have a good time.
That's crazy. I was there too. Nothing about that night. I saw nothing about that night warranted. Everybody was chilling.
Nothing
harder than we chilling now.
I was definitely just minding my business, minding my black business.
Was.
I think I woke up because when I heard about it, I immediately.
You didn't come over to your house with us?
No, I left because I had to. That was when I had a job.
Same here.
So I had to be out by a certain time so I can get, I had to be at work at 7 a.m. So I left, and then I woke up that when I had the text message. So I immediately text Donald because when I left, that's who you was sitting with. We was all talking at the bar. So I was like, oh, well, Donald would know what happened. He gonna tell me the tea. Donald was like, what the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, well, what the hell is going on?
What the hell are y'all saying? What the hell is Brown James?
And that's all I heard. It was like a bing, bing, bing. And then I was like, what the
group text was off. I was like, first of all, in front of a group of comedians is the worst place for this to ever go down. Because the joke, somebody texted me, I don't even know who it was. I never had the number on my phone or nothing, like, hey, can I speak to Layla Ali? And I was like, what? I'm like, I heard they should change the name to Two Piece Tuesdays. NCP hit me like, my nigga, you put on for the city last night.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I was like, y'all are
it's not heard across the world, but it's like the punch heard across the world. Started a revolution.
I was like, bruh. I'm talking about so many people like, nigga, why you ain't tell me? I wanted to see that. And somebody else was like, thank you. I did a podcast once with this girl, my first time meeting her, right? It seemed like a very sweet girl. And at the end of the podcast, she was like, can I ask you a question? Like, I don't want to mean to be like, but can I ask you a personal question? I was like, yeah, what's up? Like, wondering what she's talking about. She was like, are you the girl that beat up?
Oh, no.
I just want to say thank you. And I was like,
really?
What? That is craziness.
Like,
but see, and I think
yeah, niggas like, yo, I can't do it because I'm a dude. So I'm glad you did it. I was like, that's wild that niggas is excited.
I did not know all that.
Yeah, I think part of it is interesting, like, because we all know, the person, and then it's just like, how did that even, how we get here? Because it's still I know how we got here, knowing the ins and outs of the incident, but it's just like
people were kind of like, Keysha, who? Like a lot of people was like, huh? And then I did a show, and I did a show out here. I was featuring for somebody, right? And I come to the green room. As soon as I walk in, they bust out laughing, right? And I'm like, why they laughing? And they like, yo, I'm just literally telling the story. So the person that was in there, it was like their girlfriend was in there. I don't know them, right? So they're like, I'm telling her the story about when you beat up such and such, and you walk in, right? So I was like, oh my God. So he was like, I don't know what was more satisfying, the fact that she got beat up, or the fact that she got beat up by the sweetest person in comedy. He was like, when I got the story, I was like, are you sure?
Right.
No way.
I left 10 minutes too early. So that meant Donald must have left not too much longer after me.
Yeah.
And then I got I woke up to the messages and I'm just perplexed.
I got it off. I got the CNN alert. Shit was everywhere.
The CNN alert.
Shit was everywhere.
At this point, and now I just, like I said, it's weird because like you be wanting to support people. I was like, hey man, but that's like Keysha, my friend.
The jokes don't
my girlfriend.
Something happened between them two, whatever it was. It was like, I was just sitting there thinking like I should get Keysha to. I was like, y'all are crazy.
Damn, I didn't know that many people like were like, I didn't know that person was out here like that. So people were happy that they got stolen.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day,
it was not
his fault. It was not
really crazy. This person was incredibly nice to me. Like, but I'm nice, so it's like I don't count. Yeah. I'm nice to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I don't count.
There was a comedian that felt a way of like it was too many dudes in there. Like it should have got broke up sooner or whatever the case may be. And I was like, but you have to understand, niggas they wanted to see that. Yeah. Like even because I think Sosa was when they broke it up. Sosa was holding me back, and I was pissed at this point because I'm having. I'm cute. I just want to enjoy myself.
Chris Sosa held you back,
huh?
You talking about Chris Sosa?
I think it was Sosa. It was Tahir. It was two people. It was Tahir, and I think it was Sosa. But Tahir ended up walking over, like trying to just get everything in control. Okay. And he just, or no, actually, I broke free from him because now I'm seeing red. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm gonna destroy you, right? Now it's still combat finished. When I broke free from him, which he wasn't really trying to hold me to it. Kevin Tate was in front of that person, and he was just like, Like it was one of them. Like, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even really trying to break this up because of the fact that you came over here fucking with her, and because of the fact that people don't particularly care for that person.
Damn.
It was like
I did not know that.
Also, like I said, it is, but I think about the mentality, like, and knowing how we got here. Like I said, I'm first with you. I know not the girl, but the third party. Mm-hmm. Like I have a friendship with him through someone else. So it still just be weird to me. I'm like, because neither knowing both of your personality, the third party personality, it's like I never saw that coming, you know. And it's just like, how did we?
Right.
Because now because I call the third party like, well, what you want? Do I not need to even be cool with you? Because that's fucking weirdo behavior. You know, don't worry about it. I got to handle blah 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 blah. I'm like, all right, because at the end of the day, I still know her first, even though you and I we cool, but my loyalty.
Already picking sides.
Dom is a real one. Dom is such a real one.
Somebody said so. I was like, listen, I went to my cousin's birthday party, my play cousin's birthday party. He moved back to St. Louis and had a party in Long Beach. So we went to Disneyland, y'all, years ago. And they was talking about this boy that was talking shit about them and like one of the girls that's there. And the girl is hella fucking cool. So I was like, okay. So all of a sudden the person keep coming up on my people you may know suggested list on like Facebook. So I sent it to him. I said, this squirrely motherfucker. And so he's like, yeah, that's him. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I remove it and block him. And
what you call him?
Squirrely
looking.
That's some St. Louis shit. I don't know.
Man, I'm like, do you keep those lines in your pocketbook too?
Yes. Yeah. So this past weekend, I go to the party, and I turn, and they introduced me to him. And then I go pull my cousin to the side, and I was like, well, what the fuck is that squirrely motherfucker doing here? I thought nobody liked him. So he go get his homegirl that the guy had fallen out with before. He's like, so yeah, Dominique, remember that day at Disneyland? And she got all the smoking energy for a homeboy over there. I said, I just, I think it's weird that he was really hating on you, blah, 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 blah. You a whole, whole woman. It's just weird. So I was like, He said, oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you. No, it ain't nice to meet you. So.
Wow. That's real nigga 101 right there.
I'm gonna start saying that.
Now don't you do that.
This squirrely motherfucker.
We trying to get her to stop. Don't you start the shit.
Listen, sometimes because niggas be squirreling, and you know what I'm saying. And then and I'll be cute squirrel, they be like Slappy the squirrel squirrely.
See
like that's a different type of squirrel.
Don't do it.
Niggas be squirrely. What?
She said Slappy the squirrel. I don't know no famous squirrel. This nigga know them all.
I don't even know.
You don't act like you didn't watch Animaniacs growing up. You ain't that much older than me.
Oh yeah.
Happy is.
Yeah, see.
But also
42. I got enough of a gap to where like
you
I'm
really
early
don't
80s.
have that much. You are like
yeah, but here's the thing. I'm early 80s.
You
late 80s. You late 80s kids. Y'all different.
Yeah, them the real crack babies.
Yeah.
Hold the fuck up.
I'm for real.
Late 80s and 90s babies.
On that shit.
I am not a product of that.
And then these 2000 babies is fucking.
These niggas ate Tide Pods and bath salts. Whew. These new niggas crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm like how I grew up. My parents didn't dabble in the extracurricular paraphernalia.
No. The 90s, their parents didn't actually do crack. They're still crack babies, though.
Yeah. It's the entire generation.
Yeah.
No, but that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, your mama don't be a crack baby. This
yeah, like you mean like so? Right? Okay, I get what you're saying. Wait, okay, when was Reagan in office? Because that was when the crack era was. When was he in office?
That was the early 80s. That's when he introduced it. So by the time it got to y'all, it was mastered and perfected.
Okay, that makes sense.
Niggas,
that's fair to say.
Mastered crack.
Okay, yeah, you're right. But I don't know nothing about that. Like, thank God.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. Earlier this year, I bought a crock pot, and I've been cooking in that motherfucker. I'm cooking up some shit right now, man. I feel like I know some shit. I feel like
where did that come from?
Because I got a whiff of it. It smells good. It's my house.
Because Keysha, what it sounds
No. I literally
like there mixing up some.
No.
Right, I was like, you got that wrist that
it
you.
Was this meme that was like, your mama told you to get you a man that could cook. She didn't be crack.
That is crazy. That is crazy timing. But as we talking, I just got
you did it because I was like, wait a second. Oh, what are you about to say?
This could make me so happy because I used to cook all the time, and then I came to LA and don't nobody ever cook, and so I'm out going out to eat all the time. I'm like, no, these niggas expensive, and so I started cooking more. And then my aunt told me to get a crock pot. Like first off, 50 people told me to get a crock pot, and I did it, and I cooked. We had a Super Bowl party, so I made jambalaya for the first time. It was a hit. And then
now I leave LA down on cooking
up. We've been, and then I had an Oscar party, and I had cooked jambalaya and chili. And then I had some friends over. We were filming. I threw some meatballs in there. So like I'm cooking up shredding up some chicken. Huh?
Chef Boyardee.
I'm so hyped because it's like, first off, I miss cooking. Secondly, like, oh yeah, now because I've been the whole plan like between the next couple weeks is like I got finals, I got the script, like I just got a lot of shit to do. So I'm trying to get the house.
I was in LA acting like Meals on Wheels, and I ain't never got no jambalaya and no chili from that.
Well, I just learned how to cook it on back in February. I ain't gonna hold you. It came out good. I cooked it twice. Next time you come to town, first off, Keysha, you got to come to town longer than 24 hours.
Well, I can't make you any promises, okay?
You know what I'm saying? Well, Dom, you welcome.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like because I'm in the valley more, because my play brother then moved back with the kids, so I'm in the valley
what?
now.
You got a lot of play family. You still use the word play.
Yeah, I was about to say, Dom, we got.
Listen,
you don't play family, play cousin, play but.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. That's how we grew up, But like, people be like, "Oh, you have a brother," and I'm like, "No," but yeah, because like he'll say his sister, and they'll be like, "You have," and he's like, "Well, yeah." So
no, yeah, we said the same thing, and then we turned 13.
No, that's just my family.
72.
That's just my family. Like they're my family. Like I don't have any. Well, I do have family out here, but I don't.
No, it's just at a point they just your brother. They just they just.
Okay, well then my brother. Okay.
Because the play shit is like you don't really fuck with him. This is my play brother. Like he cool, but don't fuck with him.
That's childish.
Okay. Well, like, whatever. My brother. So yes, he's out there. They moved back. So I'm in the valley all the time now. So I'll put wait, jambalaya is the sausage, right?
Yeah. Well, you can do it with shrimp. I'm allergic to shrimp though.
I'm allergic. Okay, so that's
I do it with andouille and sausage and chicken. Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny. She's always in the valley until I invite her to something. Then she's never in the valley because I've invited her like to the crib a couple times now.
No, you did. No, and that day I had intentions on coming, and then low key, I'll be honest, I had a panic attack. So I sat my ass down because I was supposed to also go to someone else's house too. And then I just, I didn't explain it to them. I just was like, oh, I had an emergency. And then the person's like, what's the emergency? And I'm like, why are you in my business? Like, I don't need to tell you. So I'll tell you, I feel, yeah. So I just needed a moment.
So you didn't tell them, but you're going to tell this entire podcast.
Well, they know now they watching. So
right. They're going to watch because they support you.
Well, look, anyway. Because sometimes if you tell somebody something, it can't just be that and that be it. Mm-hmm. And then it's like this, well, what happened? What triggered it? What was you doing? Well, and I'm like, nigga, I just had a panic attack. It's normal.
No, I get that.
So sometimes people be in your business too much and I just rather not have to deal with.
Yeah,
I'm always not like if we ain't on that level. People ask me too many questions. It's like you're not an expert in this field, so you only want this information so you can tell somebody else. That's how I think.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Like, why are you're asking all these questions that I'm trying to like I'll let you know like, hey, I'm going through something right now. And it's like if I'm trying to be discreet, then I obviously don't want you to know. But it's like if Yeah, it's like you're asking questions that you're gonna go give to somebody else. And I've had people like I had niggas like that.
Yeah.
I never met more like niggas who just talk until I came to LA.
Well, welcome to LA. Because that's I always feel I was like, man, and some men get so upset when women say certain things like that, you know, like, oh, that's because they like to say that's women's business, like women do that. And I'm like, no, you niggas be doing that shit and do it quite often. I'll tell y'all something, you know, when we get offline. So but yeah, man, it's just if you like that. If you like that. I don't know where
Wait,
Keysha,
we done dug into Keysha shit for a whole hour. How LA treating you? How the hoes treating
more
you?
about you guys. So, you know, LA has been interesting in the past couple of months.
Since I've been gone, I know.
Yeah, you know, and I keep y'all up to date with a lot of stuff in the chat. And so I don't know if I've ever even shared that on this podcast. I know it might have come up on the other one with my homeboy Daryl. Shout out to Daryl. But y'all know I was like home health care last year up until mid-April. And you know, my homeboy moved out, and it's crazy because when he moved in, it was supposed to be a some sort of like financial relief, and it still ended up being kind of a burden. And then I was gonna put him out, and then, you know, and then the whole thing happened with him going into diabetic shock, and literally, it's like
now people of the pod, notice how she's saying that with a smile on her face. She needs prayer.
I'm trying to be laughing, but it's not because of that. It's just I'm thinking.
I know.
So
it's so bad for even like looking like I'm about to laugh.
Well, you know, so because here's the thing, like it is about finding the humor and everything. Life is so crazy and chaotic, and sometimes I think, and I shared that with y'all. It was just like sometimes we when things happen or happening to us, we always are asking God, what is the lesson here? Trying to understand why things are happening, and then I had to realize that I was just able to be a blessing to somebody. I was in the right place, you know, right time, because if he was with somebody else, I think that my friend really would have died. So I'm able to rest knowing that I was able to be there for somebody, and I know that God will, you know, pour me out a blessing, whatever that is. You know, though I got laid off, and you know, I told Keysha literally the night before that I want to be like y'all, you know, and then I'm like, oh shit, bitch, I gotta, you know. So it's just like finding humor, being happy. and honestly, I've been resting in so much gratitude. So
no, hell no. What'd you just say?
You didn't understand what she said?
Hell no.
Oh, I said, you know, I want to be like, yo, I want to, you know, my talents to pay me and blah, 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 you know.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
You need a hearing aid. You know, y'all know, like, I need to give you my other hearing aid. But, you know, so honestly, I feel really good. I know that being unemployed can be scary, especially in this time. The economy is weird, people are weird, but I just honestly just been resting in gratitude and just, you know, honing on my creative skills while also understanding that I deserve rest. You know, as COVID happened, you know, as people got furloughed, like I was fortunate enough to not be furloughed. And I worked the entire time, so I was just tired. I hated my job. I hated them people. And that's it. Like, I'm happy that chapter of my life is over. And it was like the moment that the HR lady came onto that line. I was like, ah, damn it. And then I was like, wait a second. Okay, I'm getting laid off. Y'all eliminated my position. Okay, that's good. At least I'm not like getting fired or something, because it would have been hard to obtain unemployment. And then I just was like, well, it is what it is. I'm happy. And then I was like, I don't like y'all. So that makes me feel a lot better. So I just, like I said, starting to now have the time to really create and write. I am trying to put myself on a timeline to write the treatment, because I do want to share with the world my experience in being a home healthcare aide for my friend. And
else about
other parts, like I told you, I'll definitely write the Yard House episode. In just being able to share it with y'all, but because sometimes you don't really like, and also I think people don't understand how fellowshipping with other people is just so important in your life, and sometimes being isolated and when you work from home, you don't really have anybody else to like talk to, where you feel like somebody will understand. So being able to get that off and realize I'm not crazy and y'all laughing, I'm like, y'all laughing. This is my life right now. But yeah, but so that's just where I'm at. It's like kind of being focused, and I've been so fortunate enough to have my village rally behind me. Because like I immediately, like right after it happened, I told Patrick and Persephone, because I helped them with their podcast part-time. I was like, so y'all got some extra hours like I could do? And they was like, oh yeah, you can do this, you can do that. So you need money. So we got you. So I was like, okay, cool. My hairstylist was like, okay, so what you gonna do? And I was like, bet on myself. And he was like, okay, well, in the meantime, you can come in, when you get your hair done, and then I can also pay you such and such an hour to help me film content or whatever. And I was like,
that's dope.
Yeah.
So,
that's
and then I was already working on some projects like with a friend of mine, dated briefly. So it's like weird. I was like ex-lover. That was like a dope.
What are you working on?
I can tell you offline.
Okay. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, it's nothing like that. But it worked out. So I'm like, now we 0-2. It sounded like it was about to be 0-2. But I was like, okay, well, I know if I needed something for real, like I got people that I could rely on.
Yeah.
So that's been the cool thing about it. It is just like it's nobody that's like, so where you gonna work? And I was like, I'm really about to figure this out and just really bet on myself. So I had been at industry events. Someone plugged me with some people in entertainment as far as like hosting. So like I'm just like I said, we got to figure it out, and it's about to be a great year. So
you gotta. They say pray, plan, and proceed. So you pray it'll be figured out. You just gotta trust the whole thing. You gotta pray first, plan, and proceed with it, and do it.
Absolutely, because the way that God has been moving so quickly, like I have been saying for a long time, like, oh, from my lips to God's ears, like, and I have been consistently saying that recently. And I was like, okay, you might be moving a little too fast, because I would have preferred to got laid off like maybe at the end of June, and then I would have took the 2 months off, and then I was like, well, at least in the meantime I could like maybe go and substitute teach part-time or something. I had all out, but I was not specific. But now I'm just in that realm of, like I said, because you got to talk to God, you got to be real specific.
Oh, I know.
So,
I dead ass said I say I want to be on billboards, and I am absolutely on a billboard at my school. The school that's got me on academic probation. No, that's not I want to be on a billboard of my own goddamn show. So it's like they're using me to tell people to enroll, and I'm on academic probation as we speak.
How you nigga? Okay. See, but that's what I'm saying, like specific, and that's where I'm at. Because like somebody, when I was telling somebody I was gonna like write the show, they're like, "Are you just gonna write like a treatment to maybe sell it to somebody?" I was like, "No, I want to be a part of the whole thing. I got friends that I want in the writers' room. We can sell the hell out of this show. I can guarantee you 2 solid seasons. It don't need to be 6 seasons or anything like that. I can hear them say, and the Emmy goes to Dominique Lovings for Sugars. So,
Sugars.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
See?
Damn, man, you shouldn't have gave that. Hey, when you release this, blurt that out. Don't give people that.
Okay. All right.
I'm terrified. I've been out here. It'll be 18 years. I've witnessed people steal from people.
Yeah.
I've witnessed it. In comedy, you see, in stand-up, you see people say jokes. It ain't cool, but you see it. But I've seen people take people's ideas. And I'm not saying it's gonna happen to you, but I'm just saying, like, this is such an open platform that there's a lot of people out here starving. I be telling Keys the same thing. I'm like, Keys, do you know David? Does she know David?
You know David, my friend David with the beard.
Oh yeah.
Probably the funniest nigga.
No.
David Davis.
You met David before. Didn't you come over to my house when I did that pool party for the 4th of July? Wait, he trying?
Oh no, I did go to your house for the 4th of July, but I know what's the one? He got a cool name, like a cool nickname. And maybe he had cancer at some point. No, he didn't have cancer. Yeah.
No, not when.
Okay, I know him. I know the guy that kind of looked like Joe. I know.
Adrian.
Oh, he was at my birthday. Me and his birthday 3 days apart.
Okay.
We all supposed to be linking up this weekend, actually.
What y'all doing? And nobody called me.
It's more birthdays.
Oh, nobody.
I got a birthday Saturday. I got a birthday. You come to the birthday Sunday.
Okay.
Why she ain't come
Huh? I'll send you the information.
Okay.
We're just gonna be in Culver City somewhere, but yeah, you can pull up.
Why she can't come to the birthday on Saturday?
Because it's at somebody's house, and at people's house is very specific.
Oh no, I don't like going. I don't
you would love them. You know, Chloe and Mud, you would love them. They're amazing people.
Yeah.
But when it comes to people's houses, like if it's a bar or a club, I'll bring.
Not they specific and they care about respecting people's houses. I think that's some shit.
No, nigga, I always cared.
Was they at your house when the incident happened?
I was there.
No, not Mud and Chloe.
Okay.
Oh no.
I thought
you was making fun of me.
Okay. Yes.
Do.
That's crazy.
That feels so crazy. But no, no, you are absolutely correct.
Especially considering like the stuff you told us. It's like Keys will tell you for like the past 4 or 5 years, Keys be telling me stuff, and I'm like, man, save that. Like, don't put that on. Don't give it to social media. Don't give it as a post, because that post could literally be the title of an episode. You know what I'm saying? And then you could just go from there and further elaborate. I'm like, there are people out there who literally search other people's stuff looking to steal their shit.
Yeah, and I definitely could understand that as a like a micro.
You give away an idea like that, because that, I'm telling you, that name is cold because it can mean so many things.
Yeah, and that's why it's like that. And honestly, it's a friend of mine that helped me come up with it. We was literally sitting at the blind barber, and he was like, "So I was like, tell him
what's the blind barber? What's there?"
Okay,
the scene of the crime.
Oh, they got fight night there, right? My bad. I was trying to make sure because it's bars. You know what I'm saying? Like she stole on her blind.
Yeah.
Is that why I saw the blind barber? Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Just know that one is the best one. I've been to the other one several times. That's the one over here.
Oh yeah, that's where the niggas fight. The white people fight at the other one.
I ain't never. You know what?
Where is that?
It's two out here. It's Santa Monica or something like that, right?
No, Culver City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in Culver. Yeah. I think they just had a renovation. I like this one more. But I
like that side of town. The one y'all had. I like that side of town. That side of town is my best kept secret in all of LA.
Yeah.
Highland Park is the best kept secret to me. You can still take dates there. I feel like you out of the city. Like, I just like it.
Yeah. And it's like I said, I like it mainly because it's 10 minutes from my house. I don't like driving far or whatever. So even though sometimes trying to take an Uber over there is still like $40. And I'm like, yeah, I need to stop this robbery. But no, I just want to say thank y'all so much for coming here and sharing your stories. And I would love to have you guys back. Because I looked at the time, I was like, oh dang, people got lives. So I just appreciate y'all, Donald and Keysha, so much. And y'all are like some of my favorite people out here. Yeah. And let everybody know, Keysha, what you got going on. Then Donald, you follow up.
When is this? Is this live? This is live.
No, it's not live.
Oh, okay. So I don't know.
Okay.
Follow me on the gram. It's Keysha E, ITSKEYSHA.E. Everything I have coming up there, I post. I should be going out on the road sometime soon, so I'll post dates and places. What what else do I have coming up? That's it. I don't know. I can't think. I'm figuring out Keys to the City and where that's gonna go. Everything else is further down the line. So yeah.
Okay. I know. Like,
I will be in Napa Valley in August if y'all want to pull up to Grapes and Greeks. So it's a festival curated by the Divine or for the Divine Nine, but everybody is welcome to come. It's gonna be Black people. It's in Napa Valley. It's a 3-day festival, and I'll be performing August 7th through the 10th.
Okay.
Well, that sounds fun. My future wife might be up in that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like, that does sound fun. Because at first I thought you was talking about Blue Note. And I was like, oh, dang, they added a comedy aspect of it. That's dope.
But, do that.
Yeah, I'm like, we like this more.
Yeah. I know the star. Yeah, Keysha can help me get some hoes. I'm not mad at that.
I can't.
Keysha a good wingman. She'll throw the lie.
I will. I thought y'all would.
Donald, what you got up? How can people support you?
Stay on my way. No, I'm fucking with you. No, I really.
Like, you know what? Honestly, at this point, yes, please.
No, I've been writing for the past year. I've been writing films, and I done wrote like 15 shorts and features. I'm actually I just got notes to rewrite another feature. This my first feature. This is the one I hope to sell first. Finishing up adding music to my next short film. Last year I set out a goal to raise some money for this film. We didn't hit our goal. No, it's all good because me and my boy said at the same time, it's like, well, now we kind of free to do whatever we want to do. And the journey, it was hell, but it was me, him, and his wife just up either 5 a.m. or like up working till 2 p.m. So we're really excited about this film. The point is, we're gonna try this again this year, raising money to get it in festivals and stuff. So that movie's almost done. When that movie's done, I'm debating on having a small screening for it. I'm scared of having a screening because
somebody might shit on your floor.
That's what I was gonna say. Somebody go shit on your floor.
No, not at my house. No. I'm scared somebody gonna record it and put my shit out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think this is like
I think it's definitely something that you have people sign a waiver.
The waiver is I'm gonna have Keysha beat your ass. But
or you could have Keysha or your sister.
I can see Keysha little ass at the door, like
what?
That was too.
But also you have the aspect of now of where how far, like, you can protect your IP simply if you having people come collecting phones, put them in the pouches, do something like that.
As we speak, I probably got like $38. So the idea of collecting people's phones is crazy. So that sounds like some money shit.
We could figure it out.
My point is, no. When it happens, I'm gonna start with like just the people I know. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that film's finished. I'm halfway through another film. I shot one back in February. I want to reshoot it, but if I don't, I'm still gonna put it in like a couple of smaller festivals. So this year is just filming in festivals, writing. Like,
if you need somebody to say, bitch, what?
Nah, you didn't even say that. You just said bitch. Just the way you said bitch. I'm telling you.
Oh, God, in that video.
You was like, you bitch, and God, because you were so disappointed.
Yo, that laugh.
There was so much disappointment in that shit. You were so disappointed in that, you bitch.
Yo, my friends said like that is their favorite word for me. Like everybody has a word. Dominique says bitch. And I'm just like, do I be out here saying bitch like that? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm like, you bitch. Like, because
you killed that shit. I promise you. You killed that shit. I promise you.
Yeah, so if you need somebody to be a little aggressive or have a tone, call me. Honestly, like, I just want to get back in my acting bag. Period. But so whatever, you know me, like.
So I guess I should have finished with add me on Instagram, Donald and George. I forgot about that. I'm always looking for people. Well, right now, my friends, I got enough friends that want to do it for free. They want to help me so much, and I appreciate that blessing. So I'm tapping into that blessing. But anybody, like, you know, we're in the filmmaking independent revolution. I've been saying that for about 2 years, and people starting to see it. So like, you know, these phones shoot in 4K. Like we all got movie makers. We all can make movies. So let's just hit me if you hit me if you need help with something, because I like to work that muscle and help people out as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, help me with something, I'll help you with something. And that's how we get this shit done.
I love it. Well,
yeah, man.
Thank y'all so much for coming on and sharing y'all time with us and telling us such iconic.
And if you do DM me or whatever, Donald M. George, say you know me through Dom, because otherwise I'm not gonna, then I'll know, like, oh, this is somebody who
DMs be flooded. The hoes be on it.
No, not even that, but you know in your DMs there's an inbox, and then there's an inbox.
Yeah.
And so sometimes if you're not following somebody, you should get lost in there. And if they don't say, like, then you click on it and now your page is hacked or whatever. But if you say, hey, I watch you on Whiskey Sour, and I want to help people, I want to help you. If you can help me, then that's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yes. So
we making movies this year, y'all. We making movies for sure.
And I'll be acting this year.
For sure.
Dom did a mean cross in Keys to the City.
She did what?
You did a mean cross in Keys to the City.
Yeah, I was just in the background walking across. I
remember being on Keys to the City. It was the day after my birthday. Drunk as fuck. I was fried. That was a beach birthday too. So if I'm on the beach, I'm drinking all day.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Showed up the next day. I love it though. That shit gonna be great.
Yeah, we had a good time. Well, I appreciate y'all so much, and I will see y'all back here next week.
All right, let's get it. Peace.